Hey everybody, welcome to Wednesday Night Live here at Chainsland Outdoors. We're going to be chatting about the Northern Big Bass Tournament update. Going to give out some numbers tonight and some places. We can also be chatting about the upcoming Summer 5 Bass Draw, if anybody's interested in talking about that. Got a lot of people interested. But it seems, we got a lot of people that's fishing our tournament, but I got a lot of new folks that have registered into the 5 Bass Draw, which is exciting. It's going to be a really big tournament. So, Gary, James, thanks for tuning in. Usually takes a few minutes for people to populate in. It's getting hot in Virginia. I know, James, you've had it hot in Louisiana for a while, and Gary as well. Hey, Russell, thanks for stopping by. Brian Smith. It's right. It is an amazing day. Any day walking around and getting to do what you breathing good fresh air is a good day, in my opinion. So thanks for stopping by, Brian. Brian Green, the bass hunter. What's up, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. I guess we chatted a couple days ago. It's hot in Florida. Yeah, it's coming for us in Virginia. They're calling for like mid to upper 90s starting Friday. Kenneth, thanks for stopping by. They're turning on your area. That's good. That's good. James, mid 90s not too bad for Louisiana, but boy, when that humidity sets in, it can get hot down there. Yeah, it can get really hot. We've had quite a few, and I'm going to give it a little bit of time here for people to populate in. It usually takes 5 minutes or so. We've got quite a few entries updated in the Northern Tournament, and it's tight. It's always tight in these tournaments. Always tight. I've been fishing in the Omnia put on a nationwide tournament, north-south. Wonder where they got that from. And I've been fishing in that, and I got off to a good start. 5 bass. It's a 5 bass, 5 bass limit, length only. I got up to 9. I think I'm at 97 inches, and I just cannot get one over 19 inches right now. So, hey, Mark J, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's good when you get those storms to cool the weather down. But I'm hoping that tournament ends on the 16th, and I've got to fly to Colorado to go visit my grandkids out there Friday. I've only got limited time to get out and get some big ones here pretty quick. Try to win that tournament. So cast my arm off. That's all I'm going to do. So see, I'm just making sure I got everybody in here. We got about 6 folks been popping in and out. Kenneth said he caught 19 and 20 last year. That's. I'll take both of those. I've got 2 18s I got to call out and to get in the game. I mean, I don't know where I'm at. I don't care till the end, but I probably need about 103 to 104 inches to win the tournament. So I need 220s, 220 plus to win it. So I'm gonna keep on pushing until I get there. So Kenneth, where you at again? What state are you out of? And I like those turkeys in your background. Gary, thanks for stopping in. I know, Russell. So we're in a funk here in Virginia. We're in that transition where it's post spawn, but they're moving. They're moving out to their summering holes. And I've been focusing on topwater because I get big bites on topwater. If you watch my last video, a couple of those that I caught on that video, I put in the tournament already. So New York, that's what I thought, Kenny. Yeah, you guys are you're in a good time of year right now. Hey, Kenneth, or Bassing with Malone. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. But yeah, we're kind of in a funk right now here in Virginia. I mean, it's not. Don't get me wrong. I'm catching a lot of fish, but I ain't getting those. I'm targeting that 5 to 8 pound range, and those big girls they're not ready to bite right now. Jonathan Inglewood, thanks for stopping in, my friend. John for Small Water Charters. John, next time I go fishing, I'm wearing my small water charters sun shirt. It better bring me good luck. I'm sure it will. So, yeah. Russell said, watched your video on post spawn using Senko. Guess what? That's what you've been catching on. I've been guessed that's what you've been catching on. That Senko, I mean, I'm not. Gary, Gary from Gary's Fish Tales is my best friend, and we've been fishing together for 30 years. He's a Senko guy, and I give him hell about it, and I apologize most of the time, but it has been catching some fish for me post spawn. It came out, and usually, actually, it's not catching me anything now. I tried it a few times, it worked, but for me, it's got a limited window that I do real well. It's post spawn, really. So let me just throw out an invite. If anybody would like to jump in here, please just click on the link and I'll bring you up. But we're about 5 minutes into it. I'll go ahead and put the spreadsheet up. We're gonna do it 3 times because people come in and out for the 30 minutes. And I did send out an email. Everybody know we're gonna have a live because I did not have a live last week because I was traveling. Actually, the travel got canceled. So let's see. Let me present that spreadsheet. And well, there it is right there. And there's where we're at. We have got a dead tie for first place. Russell Garner, who didn't weigh his bass. He sent me that fish. I was like, please tell me you weighed that fish. And Russell told me he didn't. So we got Scott Pickens and Russell Gardner tied at first with 22.25. And then Kenneth Newstead from New York, you're right there in second. And third place is Scott Zeleny. So I'm just going to throw this out there, guys. Let me stop sharing here. We're going to throw it back up in a minute. Shaky head and a whack rig. I might try that. If there's a dead tie, and if you read the instructions that I send out, length is the first determination of the winner. The tie factor is weight. And if there's no weight, and I mean weight is in a photo like it says in the instructions, if you tie at first place, I'm going to split the baby. You're going to split the pot. So you either got to catch a bigger one, somebody got to catch a bigger one, or we're going to split that pot. Hey, Lindia. And if that's the case, by the way, if that's the case, I will still do second and third. So there'll be 4 winners if it's a tie at the top. 4 people will get paid out. Lindia, thanks for stopping by. Captain Lindia. So just keep that in mind. If we have a dead hard tie, I'll split that. They'll split the winnings, and then I'll pay out 2 other folks. So it'll be 4 people paid out completely. And when I say paid out, Omni will send gift cards to 4 winners. So, but we got plenty of time before the end of the tournament. And by the way, I'm going to send an email after this. The tournament's over. I put in the instructions. The tournament's over on the 15th. I'm going to go ahead and extend it to the weekend till the midnight, Sunday night, midnight, the 16th. Is that correct? The right day? Let me make sure. And I'll send an email out to everybody that's in the Northern Tournament after this. We're extending it till the end of the weekend, till Sunday night. So you got till Sunday night, midnight to turn in fish. I will be, like I said, I'll be traveling this weekend out in Colorado. So just send those emails. When I get back Monday night, I'll start processing in. Next Wednesday, during this time slot, I'll put out the winning video. So. Gary says, next time, if there's a tie and no weight submitted, the first person who entered Big Fish wins. No. I'm going to go with you're going to split the baby. Because the instructions are pretty clear. John says his daughter just bought his dinner and we're full unhappy. That's good, John. I have never seen you unhappy because most of the time you're fishing. So Brian says agree. I'm going to guess you agree with me. Split the prize. Yeah, we put all those directions in there for a reason, and I get it. I am as guilty as the last many people. I've catch fish sometimes and go, man, I don't weigh it, and I should have weighed it, right? But in a tournament, Gary, my buddy Gary's like, change instructions. John says, I get unhappy even fishing. I know when Lindy is whooping your tail, I've seen you a little grumpy when you're getting your tail whooped by Lindy. Yes, Bassin with Big Malone. I am doing more tournaments later on. You can join the 5 Bass Draw. And if you haven't seen that, go on my YouTube channel. It's you just look for the summertime tournament video. Explains the 5 Bass Draw. It starts 1 July and runs through 17 August. It's the biggest tournament we put on, the summer tournament. We'll probably have 500 to 600 people in that tournament. I'm getting close to that now. So yeah, there's another tournament, and then we have a smallmouth only tournament. Bass with Big Malone. Right after that is a smallmouth only, and then we have our fall team tournament. I'm going to try to mix that up a little bit, try to make it earlier because September, October comes around, and a lot of folks are deer hunters and they don't want to fish. And we got I think we had about 50 teams last year. Don't quote me on that number, but if I get 25 to 35 teams, we'll hold the team tournament. And the team tournament is fun because your team member can be in Florida or Georgia, and you're in Virginia. You can have a teammate from anywhere in the United States. Kenneth said I did weigh that. Well, Kenneth, it's not bigger than the other ones, but keep on weighing. I got you, buddy. Brian's like, let's go five bass draw. Brian won it last year. And when he caught the winning bass, he called me and goes, I got it. So John says, wish the day I had the other day in the shallows was during the 5 Bass Draw tournament. You just got to get out there, John. You get out there a lot more often than most of us. So you got to. I never count small water charters, either John or Lindy, out of any of our tournaments. Russell, I just seen this. He said you agree I should have had my scale. Yeah. So yeah, please weigh if you get a big one, you get one. If you in any of your tournaments, go ahead and weigh it, snap a photo. It may win you $100 or so. Hey, Al's Nest. And Joe from Live to Fish. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. Oh, Coach is coming by. Man, Coach seems like he's just there, John. He's fishing a lot. So it's about quarter after. Here in a couple more minutes, I'll throw that spreadsheet back up. Just make sure I want to say hi to everybody. Again, if you want to jump up in here, just click on that link there and I'll pull you up. And you can chat with me or with us, if you will. But yeah, the 5 Bass Draw, if anyone's interested, that's not entered, most of you are entered. I can already just from memory know that most of you are entered. But if you know anyone else, tell them to send me the email at Shane Flynn Outdoors. Yeah, John, it looks like you guys are getting a lot of rain down in Florida. Is that south of you? Yeah, he's saying yes, you got a lot of water. They need it bad, yeah. I was looking at the Weather Channel today, and man, you're getting just hammered. He said Duncanland has gone up a couple feet, yeah. And a couple feet in Duncanland, I mean, it's only 4 foot deep average. What is it? 4.5, 5.5 average in depth. That's yeah, you need that water. It goes up. F1 tornado down south of us. Yeah, weather's crazy. Kenneth saying, I'm not sure I've seen that tournament. The 5 Bass Draw. Just go on the YouTube page after this and click on not the last video one, before that. I put the instructions on how it works. So yeah, for sure. Hey guys, I got if you hadn't noticed, there's a little bit of a different scroll across the bottom. I do have a new sponsor that's we partner up with, and it's a battery company. And you guys know I fish in an all electric boat because I live here in Virginia and mostly reservoir fish, and we can only use electric motors in reservoirs. So I have switched in the last year or two, switched completely to lithium, which they're great batteries, much lighter. But the first group of batteries that I bought, crap, some Chinese battery company, they were called Wheezy. There's a video out on it. But when I replaced those batteries, I went to a company called LiTime, L-I-Time. And I've been using those batteries now for a year and a half, and they are freaking awesome. They charge fast, they last forever, and they are half the price of your big name brand batteries. So like Battleborn, Dakota Lithium, all those big companies that charge you, $700, $800 for a 100 amp hour battery. LiTime has them for $300, $285 to $320, depending on the things that you want on them. And they're great batteries, great customer service. If one goes wrong, they send you one quickly. And if you are interested in going to lithium, use my name at checkout, Shane Flint, with no space in between, and you get 6% off your purchase. So they're a good battery company. I'm not one of those guys that just sign up for anything. I believe they're good batteries, and I've been using them. And I think Gary's been using them the same amount of time that I had. He hadn't had any issue. So let's see. Looks like we got Smith Clinton. Looks like we got we'll just block that user right there. Looks like we had a spammer in here. We take care of that. No, it's 6% off, John. I wish I could give you 60% off. Yeah, Gary is running 300 amp hour LiTime minis in his boat. Love them. They're great. I'm running the same thing. They're great. So, and the minis are smaller, still 100 amp hour. They're smaller than the 27 series batteries. And you save a bunch of, they're like, for three are almost the weight of one regular lead acid battery. I think they're 22 pounds a piece. So 66 pounds. And I think a lead acid 27 series 100 amp hours around 57 pounds. So really good, really light, really good. And they last forever. So the only kicker is if you don't have a lithium battery charger, you have to change your battery charger out, or a battery charger that doesn't charge lithium as well. Okay, guys, it's 1:15. Let me throw up the spreadsheet one more time for those that are interested that just popped in. Here we go. And here is where we're standing right now. Kenneth Newstead is in second place, and Scott and Russell are tied. Nicole, I'm pretty sure she's still fishing. I know she is. So watch out for that young lady. Scott, Kenneth, Russell, or Scott Zelny, Kenneth Newstead, Russell Gardner, and Scott Pickens are in the money right now. So that's where we're at. And I got the top 25 listed as we speak. So that is the current standings. Plenty of time. And if you didn't hear before, if you just came in, I'm extending the tournament through Sunday. So through the 16th, and I'll send out an email to everybody. Yeah, Kenneth said learn to fish and you feed your family. Good point. We had that one spammer there wanting some money on their Cash App. So Gary says my 3 batteries weigh about 65. So okay, yeah, there you go, Gary. 65 pounds for 3 lithium batteries. 1 lead acid battery weighs 68 pounds. I know me and John have talked about that before, and John from Small Water Charters, and he's still running lead acid, but he's got a point about he needs weight and balance in his boat because he's got a tracker with a big motor. He needs a little weight and balance, has a heavier weight to balance the boat out. I get that. There's everybody's got their reasons, but if you are interested, they're great batteries. And of course, I had to pump Omnia. They're a great sponsor. They pay all their prizes out, and you can get 15% off at checkout. So lithium weighs a lot less Captain Lindy is asking, lithium weighs less, a third of the weight of a lead acid battery, roughly. Brian says way less. So, but and what John says, yeah, the third is a bit heavy in the front now. What's interesting though is I'm going to say this, and I don't care. It's true. 99%, if not 100%, of all your lithium batteries that are bought or sold in the United States are made in China. You have American companies that sell batteries, like Dakota Lithium, like some of these others, and I think some of them are initially made in China, but it's just the brand name. And the battery, if you grade A cell lithium batteries, they're all the same. The BMS inside of it that manages the battery management system is usually the only component that's different. And the ones that charge you $1,000 for a lithium battery are just ripping you off. They are. I think it's too much. And they have dropped in price. They're in that $700-800 range, but like a lifetime battery, like I said, $280 for a lithium battery that lasts all day, and you get full charge out of it. So it's just, you get, a lot of people say you get what you pay for, and I learned that the hard way. Don't buy some cheap Amazon battery, which I did initially. But this company does a really good job and have good prices. All right, enough about batteries. I can talk about that all day long. We kind of dropped here. We got about 9 folks left in here. I'm going to show the spreadsheet one more time here in just a moment. If you don't mind, hit the thumbs up before you leave. I know the fishing is really hot in the Northeast, Michigan. It's Kenneth. I know you said you're doing real well up there in New York. It's just that you're in that sweet spot in the year, right? You got the spawn going on, or either right after the spawn. So you got it going on up there right now. So the timing of this Northern Big Bass tournament is really good timing, I think, for you folks up there. So. John saying, like any part from Yamaha, Dane trim motor, $800. Yeah, I hear you, John. The old saying that the old saying that what BOAT stands for, break out another 1,000. It's somewhat true from time to time. Yeah. Chris, how are you, buddy? Lunga this weekend, Shane. Finally bit the bullet. You tell me how you do out on Lunga. Brian will tell you, the bass hunter will tell you, it's a great lake. It's a good lake. Don't get me wrong. I would tell you, don't give up on Mooney. I mean, you see, I catch him out there. Both are good lakes, but give it a shot. Give it a shot, Chris. Yeah, that's the kicker there, Chris. You got to pay $80, and you better utilize it. Yeah, get all use out of it to get on that lake. So for you guys that are not local, Lunga is a nice lake. It was closed for 20 years. It's on the Quantico Marine Base, which is just north of my house here. It's closed for 20 years because it had unexploded ordnance in it. They opened it up last summer, and it's loaded with bass. But it's loaded with toothy critters too. Every other cast is like a pickerel, it seems like. I'm exaggerating. But it got to, everybody flocked to it because it was closed. But you got to learn how, it's like any other lake. You can catch fish on it. But if you want to catch bigs, you got to learn the intricacies of that lake because it's a different type of lake than anywhere else. So, and Brian says he needs the heat. Yes, we need the heat to drive those big ones down where we can get them. Yep, Brian, I did see Brian caught 7.2 on Mooney. When was that, Brian? You caught it in the morning, and I went out in the afternoon. I didn't catch any 7-pounder. I caught a couple 4-pounders, but not big enough to call in my fish. Wow, Kenneth, you got an 8.13 in New York. That's a big bass in New York. That's a freaking monster in New York. That's awesome. Yeah, Brian, it was Sunday. Your birthday. Happy birthday again, Brian. It was Brian's birthday. He posted that he caught a 7-pounder in the morning. I went out Sunday afternoon. I caught a lot of fish, but I didn't get a big 7-pounder. That's what I was looking for too. So let me throw the spreadsheet one more time before we go. Getting close to the end here. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. And like I said, if you just came in, the Northern Big Bass I will be sending out email is extended through Sunday night. So let me just present one more time. Share screen and the window. There we go. Scott from West Virginia and Russell Gardner tied. Kenneth Newstead, 22 inches, is in second, and Scott Zelny is in third. And again, folks, if I do not get one bigger or we can't break that tie, I will split the prize. So that's where we're standing now. Again, folks, if you're interested in the 5-bass draw or know somebody it is, have them send me an email to shaneflintoutdoors@yahoo.com. If you don't know about that, there's a video out there on YouTube. Go ahead, hit it, and you'll learn all about it. It's a great tournament. It's a tough tournament, and it is nationwide. For the folks that don't know, it's not north and south, but the format keeps it fun and competitive. And let's see, Bass Hunter won it. Brian won it last year in Virginia, and he will tell you he fished his tail off, and it was hard. And then the year prior, the first year we did it, Patrick down in North Carolina won it. So just keep that in mind. Anybody can win. Doesn't matter where you're at. Anybody can win it. Have a great night, everybody. I'm going to jump on off here. Appreciate everyone. If you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me. Again, extend the Big Bass, the Northern Big Bass tournament out till the Sunday night, and I'll have a video out next week, this time slot, 8:30, announcing the winner of the Northern Big Bass tournament. So everybody have a good one, and we will talk to you very soon.